Hey everybody, it's Ron again. With the announcement of the actors going out on strike this morning, I took to Instagram Live to give a background of my experience as a guild member and to give some of my reactions to the current events while we find ourselves in the situation, etc., etc. And in the aftermath of that, there has been a lot of reaction, mainly because at one point, admittedly, I got quite heated because I was talking about a quote from one of the executives on the other side of the negotiation, talking about how they planned to not even begin negotiating until writers and actors started losing their houses and their apartments. And so, as you can imagine, my reaction to somebody wishing that kind of harm on people in the very same industry that they call their own would engender a response. So let me make something very clear right now. I don't wish anybody any harm. I hope who made that comment also doesn't wish anybody any harm. But when you start going around and saying, we're not even going to bargain with until they start bleeding and their families start bleeding. I mean, if you want to talk about shit that makes people so cynical and so pissed off with our current climate, I mean, this strike is just sort of it's a symptom of a struggle that's way bigger than the strike itself. It's a symptom of the soullessness of corporate America and how everything has become corporatized in this country. Corporations only care about one thing, and that's quarterly profits. And that's in their stockholders. When you co-opt something that deals in beauty and the human experience, like film and television does, like any of the fine arts do, but it's being run by people who only care about one thing, and that is money, it makes for some very strange bedfellows. And so we all must try to get along, and we all must try to understand you have your value in giving us the resources we need to make content. And we have our value as storytellers because of the effect that we have when we tell our stories beautifully and properly on the people that come to see them. I don't know where I'd be without movies. I learned everything I needed to know about what kind of a man I wanted to be by watching movies, by watching men behave like men, women behave like women, by watching the human experience told in all of its glory with music and sound and fury. And the people who enabled all of those beautiful experiences to happen, I have nothing but love for the original guys who started the studios. But let's maintain a degree of humanity in all of this. Okay? It can't all be about fucking Porsche and stock prices. There's got to be dignity if we are going to hold the mirror up and reflect the human experiences, which is what we do as actors and as writers. And not just us, the drivers, the camera guys, the costume, the makeup people, the hair people, the electricians, the production designers. You want them to lose their fucking houses too? Is that what you're after? Fucking break everybody? How sad. So yeah, I'm being very clear. I never mentioned one name, and I don't want anybody to get hurt. But stop with the bullshit, okay? Because all you're doing is you're fucking killing what's beautiful in this country by putting a price on everything. And if it's not the right price, and if you don't walk the walk the way we want you to walk it, we'll just fucking replace you, because you're all replaceable. None of you have any value. That's what this strike is about. It's about human dignity. That's what unions are about. It's about being able to come home to your kids with a smile on your face and say, I did this for you today so that I got your first 2 years of college all set up. It's all we're all after. I send you nothing but love.
The renowned actor Ronnie Perlman is actually fuming, and he's actually threatening a couple of Hollywood studio executives after them going on a strike. I welcome you guys back on here. If you're new, consider subscribing, liking, and also share this video. Now, the renowned actor Ronnie Perlman, most of you know him as Clay, actually is fuming. He's very pissed, raging, throwing out sorts of tantrums. This comes as a result of actually the strike that is ongoing in this exact moment in time within the writers, the script writers in Hollywood, and a couple of actors. So Ronnie Perlman was really very much pissed in that Instagram video he made on his official Instagram page that has close to 1 million followers. The Hellboy star did not mince his words. He was really tough in this exact video. Normally we see him very calm, very down to earth, but when it came to his fellow actors and writers, he was really very pissed, and he was raging in that Friday video. Actually, in the video, he even threatened a couple of executives. This comes, by the way, I think by last week, Deadline published an article where they said there was an executive who said that they are going to let these raiders and everyone who is striking to go broke, lose their houses, to reach a point of even struggling financially. And this is what actually pissed off Ron Perlman, and then he was like, you know, you cannot say such statements, you cannot have even a little bit of an empathy with regards to your fellow professional guys. And it was really very much pissed because this statement that was made by the executive shows that they don't have any remorse. They are actually not caring about the grievances of these writers and actors, and ideally it's what it is, because these guys are very wealthy. They have made lots and lots of money, but of course they are paying peanuts to these writers, to these actors. Come on, Hollywood, you should wake up and pay these guys some money. You executives, you're not creating any kind of content, you're not doing anything, but you're the biggest earners. So when Ron Perlman comes out and actually puts you on a cross and crucifies you, I agree with him, because the people who are putting in the work, the people who are actually doing all the donkey work are not getting anything. They're getting peanuts. They're going home with peanuts. So as a regular person, I support these writers, script writers, actors going on a strike, because ideally the guys who are not putting in the work, these studio owners, are the ones who are earning big. So when Ron Perlman puts them on the cross, I agree with him. So very many people on social media actually also in support of him. One commenter said, just another example of the wealthy not caring about regular citizens. I hope the writers get what they want. Then another person said, you wake up one day and you realize how horrible these people are, the people that helped you all along the way, and you realize they're important. Then another one said, that's always what they want for the people who make their product to go on date, to go in date before they offer them the bare minimum. I hope they get what they want. Don't play with clay. That was another commenter. Then another one said, one of the best actors ever. Indeed, he's one of the greatest actors, that is Ron Perlman. We'll be bringing you more details with regards to this whole story that's coming in from Hollywood.